Welcome back to another Overwatch 2 video, everyone. Now, I always hear people talk about who's the better DPS hero between Sojourn, one of our newest heroes, and Soldier 76, one of the first heroes. Now, this topic varies between everyone depending on who they like best or who's better in certain situations. So throughout this video, I'm going to run through each of their abilities and do a rundown of specific points at the end on my opinion who the best DPS is. Now, this is entirely for fun, guys, and I'd love to hear who you guys think is the best hero down in the comments. So, let's get straight into it. Alright, starting off with Soldier. His primary fire, his heavy pulse rifle does between 5 to 18 damage per shot, and that depends on the drop off distance of the between 20 to 50 meters. He also has 30 ammo and is a very reliable hits game weapon. This means he's very good at taking care of any Pharah or Mercy who sway a lot, and he also provides constant firing to let your presence be known, which usually makes a lot of people back off in a fight. Now, this is why I love Soldier the best, this ability right here. The Biotic Field is a healing ability that within 4.5 meters heals himself and allies for 35 HP per second. Soldier is the only DPS hero in the game that can heal his own teammates, which makes him such a versatile character, as he can act as a support role which whenever the team needs it, and it acts as an improvement to his independent survivability as well. Now, Soldier also has a endless sprint ability that increases his speed by 50%. A very reliable way to escape from a losing battle, quickly flanking the enemy or getting back to the team in time. However, if you shoot or use another ability, it does cancel it. Now, one of Soldier's strongest abilities is his Helix Rockets. It can do 120 damage on impact and between 40 to 80 splash damage depending on how close it is to the target, which makes it gain a quick pick from a burst fire to a Helix Rocket a fast push for your team. It's also a very fast way to pick off anyone who has low HP, as you can just shoot in front of them and they go boom. Now, everyone knows Soldier's ultimate, his Tactical Visor. Now, it's basically just an aimbot to quickly dispatch fast heroes like Genji or Tracer, and there's little to no error since you can't miss a shot. With the added bonus of dealing headshots too, Soldier's ultimate has gotten a lot stronger since Overwatch 1. Alright everyone, now that we've gone through all Soldier 76 abilities and what he can do, we're now going to switch our attention straight to Sojourn and explain all her abilities in full detail. Alright, Sojourn's main weapon, the Railgun, is a rapid-firing projectile weapon that also generates energy upon impact. It does 9 damage per shot and has 45 ammo. It is incredibly fast and the reload speed is actually only about a second worth. It's more to the fact that it's not a hit scan weapon like Soldier's, but it can still do massive damage if you're able to track the enemy. Now, the secondary fire shoots a high impact shot that uses the stored energy from the impact of your primary fire. It does between 30 to 130 damage depending on how much stored energy you currently have. It does increase rapidly. You only have to hit them a few times before you reach 100, but if it is left for about 4 to 5 seconds, it will dramatically drop straight down to 0. So once you do gather that energy, it's best to actually let it loose, otherwise you're just going to waste the energy stored up that you've been firing. Now, this is what I think Sojourn's most useful ability is the Disruptor Shot. This ability allows Sojourn to create a small AoE energy field that both damages and slows all enemies caught in its radius. The Disruptor Shot can deal just shy of 200 damage if enemies are caught within it from the start of its placement until it dissipates. And aside from the heavy damage that it actually deals to the enemy, it's the slow-on effect that really gives that extra kick for you and your teammates to push up against those people caught in it. Now, Sojourn can also slide in the direction that she's moving in, giving her a significant boost of speed and allowing her to fire from a lower angle. Also, at a point during the power slide, players can cancel it into a high jump that can be used to reach high ground or for firing down at enemies below. However, it is a cooldown, so you just can't spam it. And it's a very good ability to have if you want to back up for some space if you're too close to the front lines. Now, Sojourn's ultimate ability, Overclock, allows her railgun to auto-generate energy for a short period of time and always be at 100% energy in like half a second. The ability to pierce multiple enemies and deal 130 damage is incredibly strong if you're accurate, but if you do a headshot, that's 260, which kills most enemies. Alright everyone, now here comes the very fun part. I've gone over Sojourn, I've gone over Soldier 76's abilities. Now I'm going to talk to you guys from my perspective, who I reckon is the strongest character. Now I'm going to go through 8 different points here. Now we're going to go through mobility, survivability, skill, damage, aka raw power, support, versatility, and of course their ultimate. I'm going to go through all 8 of those points and then tell you who I think is the strongest DPS character. Now, when I actually pick who I think is the strongest guy, if you guys don't like my answers, then please rebuttal back to me in the comments. I'd love to hear from you guys who you think is stronger as Soldier 76 or Sojourn, because it can vary between everyone, and I love to hear people's different answers, and I love to hear a full rebuttal back. It's so nice to have you guys interact, but let's get straight into it. Now, the first point, mobility. It's going to go to Soldier because of his sprint ability. The effectiveness of this, of having 50% speed boost the entire time, and you can put it on for as long as you like, makes him a really fast character just to get back to your team if you've died or trying to get back to your team. Now, I'm going to give the survivability one to Soldier as well. As much as Sojourn can use her slide ability to get to higher ground and get out of a fight, his biotic field is so much more efficient than healing, and along with your other supports in the back healing you too, it means that he can survive so much longer on the front lines as well and be that asset of the team as well. Now, the next point, skill, I'm definitely going to give this one to Sojourn, just for the fact that all her abilities require really good placements, especially her secondary fire, the railgun, requires some really good accuracy just to get those headshots off, because getting a headshot at full energy at 260 damage is a lifesaver to quickly get that first pick and push up. The next one, damage, aka raw power, will also go to Sojourn. All her abilities do massive damage when actually hitting the target, or the placement is just correct. As much as Soldier's Helix rockets and actual pulse rifle do a lot of damage, Sojourn just easily has a higher damage output if you do hit those headshots. Now, when it comes to the supporting side of it, I'll have to give that to Soldier too because of the biotic field. It provides that little bit of healing for your allies down the front line, and it also provides less pressure for your supports to actually be able to get everyone to full health at a constant rate. Now, when it comes to versatility, of course, that will also go to Soldier as well, just for the fact that he can also be able to help his support team in a pinch, be able to make your guys at the front line constantly stay at the front by providing them heals, being able to take out any air attacks like Pharahs or Mercies with a very effective pulse rifle hit scan weapon, and being able to use an ultimate just to get that quick 1 or 2 picks as well, just to get that easy push up too. And now for the last point, is ultimate, and I'm giving that to Sojourn. As much as Soldier's aimbot is effective and you can't go any errors with it, if you have very good accuracy with Sojourn, that's why she's more of a skill player. If you get all those headshots, that's easily 260 damage in one shot, which is an instant kill to most enemies, and it can be such an effective way to wipe out a team too, which I think her ultimate is way more powerful than Soldier's. Alright, that's all 7 points down, and our winner is Soldier with a 4 out of 3. Now, that is my opinion of who the strongest DPS is from going through all their abilities. Now, if you guys want me to do another video like this, please tell me in the comments down below. If you guys disagree with all my answers, please tell me. I'd love to hear your guys' answers. But, always, if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and comment down below if you did enjoy it, and subscribe to further support the channel. See you next time, guys.